give my writers of the Bibles of Janjoju insight and knowledge. Okay? These are the fields of study that you can write on, that you have my permission to write on. Vampirism, Warlockism, Santeriaism, Voodooism, Hinduism, occultism, earth, air, fire, water, magicism, um, conjuring, summoning, and invoking. Because it pretty much has to do with all that. There's a lot more to it than that, but those are the basic breakdown books. And then of course you got the core Bible that you have to buy in order to be able to practice these fields of magic. Because these fields of magic, the way that I want the books written, ideally, is you have to buy the Bible, read the Bible thoroughly through, and then you can buy the other books because then the other books make sense. Like, because the other books, they only contain the sigils and the description of what the sigil means. So you don't really have the portal to unlock the magic until you buy the Bible. That's how I want this religion done. That's how I want it ran. Once again, you must run the books by me first before you manufacture them, produce them. Because I have very special intention for each book that is written. That's why. Because you may write a full book and I may say, whoa, this breaks down into 10 different books, and you only have it in one book. I expect only one book of each type written, like the main Bible, and it breaks down the runes. It breaks down, the sigils and how to invoke the sigil, how to do this with the sigil, how to do that with the sigil. Then the rest of the books only contain unique sigils to Janjoju. So, like a conjuring book, it contains nothing but sigils. The invoking book contains nothing but sigils. It's going to be the first religion of its kind. Or in essence, instead of only making 100,000 off of one book, now you make 300,000 because you have three books broke down into one book. And I want like 15 authors to cooperate with me to make it 17 authors, making me the 18th author, aces and eights. Okay, which is a very magical thing. It's a very magical meaning behind aces and eights. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So, in the Bible, it talks about how to invoke. It talks about what energies exist. It talks about the different gods. Mind you, this is a god-based religion, not a goddess-based religion. So you in tune more with the gods. This religion predominantly, female energy, you need to mix it up. So this is mainly meant for like LGBTQA. It's meant for vulnerable people that have female energy behind them, whether or not they're male or female. They're vulnerable and they struggle on a daily basis with things that they need to reset in their life. And Jangoju is that perfect religion that puts everything in proper perspective and puts it together they can recover, so that they can recover from all the hate crimes or whatever they're enduring. Because then they're known as a warlock, and nobody really messes with warlocks. Okay, I practice necromancy, which is also a part of this Bible. I don't want to break everything down until it's all released. But necromancy, let me explain what necromancy is. It's having an appreciation for the darkness so that you can have an appreciation for light. It's about graveyard shifts, not daytime shifts. Necromancy is its own offshoot religion. It does not involve with necrophiliac. Okay, necrophiliac is disgusting, and it's something completely different than necromancy. Okay, um, necromancy is based in predominantly like dark magic. It has to do with reaping the souls, raising the dead, and stuff like that. But you're not doing it necessarily in a cemetery, but you are doing it in front of a mirror, or you're doing it on a carpet remnant that's got a pentagram on it, something like that. Um, you're basically bringing hellfire to the world when you're practicing necromancy, bringing hellfire to your realm of the world. Necromancy is a very offensive. Necromancy is a very offensive, not defensive religion. Um, if you had to incorporate necromancy in martial arts terms, it would be like a cross between Kung Fu and Shaolin. So they're in essence, um, when you practice necromancy, which is a totally different topic, you're worshiping the dead. You're worshiping things that are of the dead. And although this religion encompasses some of that, it's not the one all fix all. You need to encompass the whole entire Janjoju to fix your life. See why I'm saying there has to be plenty of books written. There has to be plenty of authors. So like one author will give their take on what Jangoju is, and it'll be ran through me, and I'll edit it, and I'll send it back to them and say 25% royalties come this way. Okay? And I want authors of well, pretty much it's like an adult religion. It's Jangoju is not meant for children or teens. It's meant for adults. It's meant for those who are responsible because you're soul searching in Jangoju. So in Jangoju, it's all about finding yourself and creating your own factory fix-all. Um, that's what Jangoju is about. It's not about harming others and this and that, although there is some of that harming others. It's basically reaping their own consequences upon themselves. So, like, if somebody treats you like shit, you're not gonna fucking cast for a tree limb to fall on their head. Somebody treats you like shit, you're basically going to cause them a deaf ear. See what I'm saying? Where they can't hear for a couple days straight, and getting the point across that you're a warlock and that you're not to be messed with. Jingadu is not a witch religion; it is a warlock religion. Um, Anytime you're looking at your own reflection in a mirror and you're staring yourself in the eyes, that is warlockism. So, and occasionally you'll see me with sigils in my forehead that I do with eyeliner pencil. Those sigils in my forehead give me the arcane insight. And depending on which symbol you're engraving in your forehead, depends on what your main premise is. Okay? Do I engulf in black magic? Yes. Do I engulf in white magic? Not so much. Do I engulf in blood magic? Yes. Do I use necromancy? Yes. Do I use magecraft? Yes. Do I practice sorcery? Yes. Do I practice fighting hide and seek with the soul? Yes. Playing hide and seek with your soul is a very dangerous thing, as you can lose your soul, and then you're walking around the earth like a zombie. See why I say it's only for adults? Every book that was published will have a parental advisory sticker on it. Parental advisory, explicit content. Once that parental advisory sticker's on there, no one under the age of 18 can buy that book. It's the only book in history that's going to have a parental advisory sticker on it. And all the Janjoju books will have the parental advisory sticker. Why? Because I don't want kids practicing Janjoju. That's for when they get older. That's for when they get old enough to be able to comprehend it. So, really take into consideration if you want to be an author for Janjoju. Take it into consideration. Write up your book. Send me the manuscript. I will edit it. It has to be a notepad. I will edit it, and then I'll send it back to you after it's edited. Now, once I send the copy back to you and it's edited, you're to produce it sight unseen. So you're not rereading over it. Because I'm encompassing a magic into it that if you divulge the magic to yourself, it's going to end up it's not going to be a bestseller. Because the magic that I'm encompassing is going to be an entice magic. And if you can resist the urge to read it once I've edited it, because I'm going to inscribe a blessing in the very back of it. And once that blessing is inscribed, it will have its natural pull to people. So then they'll want to buy it, and they'll want to read it, and they'll want to research, and they'll want. So then, in essence, you're stacking up the chips bigger and bigger, and you're sending more manuscripts, and those are stacking up the chips, and more manuscripts, those are stacking up the chips. And it's a never-ending loop of you're just permanent author with gainful employment, and your job is secure. People probably all over the world are taking a gander at what Janjoju is. I don't know. All I know is that I'm getting screwed on my YouTube videos because 5 people will watch my video and then they'll place, oh, dude, yeah, this is what's in the video. That's what's in the video. And they're not actually doing the research themselves. They're taking somebody else's word for it. Janjoju is very powerful. In its essence, it is a very powerful, empowering magic. I had somebody write me 3 or 4 times, cool video. And, some of that would be kind of cool. Some more people, give me your honest input on what you think of Janjoju. If you're watching my videos, give me your honest input. If you think it's crap, right, I think you're bullshit. If you think it's really good, right, hey, cool video. Hey, I really enjoyed this video. Hey, this is what you might want to add and subtract from this video. And in essence, I'm getting your feedback so I know how to guide Janjoju the right direction to gain my desired result. People that have switched from religions to Janjoju understand it has its own karmic fold. It's derived in karma. So, but as opposed to having to build up the karma and wait for it to manifest, in Janjoju it's a automatic, like you built your karma up and now you're getting your rewards. You can practice Janjoju for a very short period of time and gain tremendous results. When I first started practicing Janjoju, I did not know that there was a name for it. I did not create the name. All I did was pretty much create the basis and the foundation of the religion, and I practiced as such. And I didn't understand the inner workings of Janjoju. Now that I have a little bit more insight, I'm able to guide it a little bit better. But I want scholars, religious scholars, to guide Janjoju in the right direction. Like scholars that practice many forms of magic, and they're scholars. I want them to write the books on Janjoju with a parental advisory, explicit content, or 18 and up book something like that. Be the only religious book in history with a parental advisory sticker on it. Thanks.